pretty good side tonight.
Yeah, no credit to them. I thought they dominated major parts of the game, particularly contested possession. The second quarter was overwhelming. That's just their energy around the contest and clearance, and put us right on the back foot, and made it really difficult to get the game on our terms, particularly in that part of the game.
I guess it's only human nature sometimes. You're essentially 2 games clear with a bit of percentage on top. I'm not taking anything away from Carlton, but can that sort of, just from the human nature perspective, can that make the players maybe relent a little bit? How do you sort of see that?
I don't know. How do you measure that?
Yeah.
But no, you give credit to the opposition first, and then you look at what we need to improve. I think that the way they've been playing, clearly they've been playing in great form, and they've turned their game around in certain parts of their game, and their pressure's high and defending well. I think credit to what Michael's done, and I'm really happy for him. Just not that happy tonight. And then you get to us. We're in the business of getting better. This is a marathon, and you have to just keep improving. We've had a great season to date, but it's not finished. There's still so much work to do. So you're just learning lessons along the way, and looking at things that you can improve on. And we have to get better. And tonight's an example of it, but it's not just tonight. I think you can't stand still in this game, because teams take things away from you really quickly. So we're going to have to improve.
Right, coming off that massive win over the Port last week, probably one of the biggest games of the season, hardest. Was there any concerns from you that maybe the guys are a bit flat after such a hard game? Like a lot of your really good players, but maybe just a little bit off? Well,
the only way we can measure that is through our GPS. So we'll have a look at that early in the week, and we'll see if there's any markers there that are off. Face value, it's hard to tell. I thought we generated enough scoring shots. So, we didn't play. We were forced potentially to play a different version in the second quarter, because we lost so much contest. But I didn't think we played our style in the second quarter. I thought we went away from who we are. Mentioned at half time, and then third quarter I thought we'd come out okay. We just didn't execute. We had plus 12 inside 50s or something like that, and we kicked 2 goals 5. Previous weeks we've been taking our chances. Tonight we didn't. I think we generated more scoring shots in the end. It doesn't mean we were the better team. No, I thought they were clearly the better team, but we had enough chances. So hard to know if that's energy levels. Executing, it'd be hard to say it would.
I guess is it a timely reminder just for the boys just how tight the comp is, and on any given day, if you're off a couple of percent, you can lose.
We've been under no illusion. This is a tough competition right from the start. We've got a big game every week. It just seems that's what it is. We embrace all that, step into it, and we like to think you walk in our 4 walls, you wouldn't know if we won or lost. We're just in the business of trying to improve ourselves individually and collectively. And tonight we've probably got a few bigger things to look at in terms of things we didn't quite execute.
Have you got a little trick up your sleeve with Jeremy Howe now, like what you saw last night, tonight? Is something you can consider?
Well, this is the business we're in, looking for opportunities. The game wasn't, they had Kerno and maybe a resting ruckman down there, but it presented an opportunity. Howe was on smalls, and we thought, well, let's try him in a couple of different roles, a little bit of wing and then forward, and and he's a quality player. Very nice, huh?
Mason Cox looked a bit frustrated tonight, and obviously a fairly early substitution. What was the sort of thinking behind that?
Well, look, Mason's last couple of weeks haven't been his best for the season. Let's call it what it is. But it's we just wanted to change it up a bit. We wanted to try to play faster, and which means there has to be a cost somewhere, and that's why how we went forward, and we had second ruck through Dan, and it just is what it is. It just made a decision that we thought we could get benefit somewhere else.
McStay looked a little bit sore at the end. Is there any concern there?
No, he's just a bit sore. I think he might have been cramping a little bit, but he presented well, Dan. He's marking the ball well, showing all the signs of why we're getting to the club, and I think he's going to get better as the season goes on. He's missed a lot of footy.
Probably the healthiest that the list has been all season. Have you found sort of balancing the guys that are on the fringe, pushing to come in and sort of keeping everyone happy and winning at the same time?
Yeah, it's always difficult. There's always a cost, isn't there? There's someone. I think I've had 5, 6, 7 conversations with the guys on the fringe this week about where they see it. What we're thinking. Are we forecasting anything? I'm not sure. We've got a lot of Billy Frampton, looking forward to seeing how he plays tomorrow, and Ash Johnson and Jack Ginnivan. These guys have been in good form down at VFL level. So, it's a good problem because it puts pressure on. And, if you don't execute your role, someone might be jumping up to take your spot. And, we miss Bobby Hill tonight with his pressure around the ball. We'll see how that progresses next week.
Do you expect Hill to be available next week?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he was quite ill the last couple of days and tried to get himself up to run today and just couldn't get himself going. But we're anticipating he trains well and he'll be available.
It was reported that a bit of illness had swept through the club a little bit.
No, that's not true. We're very strategic in our planning of guys that can come in the building. Are we being a bit conservative? Maybe. The stats say that we're 8th or 9th in terms of people missing games through illness. I think we're just potentially being a bit conservative with guys being in our building, but there'll be no excuses for illness. Thanks.